Greetings, my darklings. Today, I, your Eldritch Queen of Horror, Lilith Fury, am here to guide you through the shambling, ravenous, and blood-soaked history of zombies in cinema. Now, as a proud horror connoisseur, I must confess, zombie films are one of my absolute favorite subgenres. I even moved to the zombie capital of the world for a brief stint, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for those of you who are not in the know. They're horrifyingly fascinating, and at their best, they hold up a mirror to humanity in ways that no other monster can. So grab your torches and pitchforks. We're about to dive deep into the graveyard of cinema. The zombie, as we know it today, first clawed its way into cinema in 1932's White Zombie, directed by Victor Halperin and starring Bela Lugosi. These zombies were inspired by Haitian folklore, controlled by a master rather than driven by hunger. But it wasn't until 1968 that the zombie genre truly reanimated, with George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Romero revolutionized the zombie mythos, making the undead flesh-eating ghouls that we know today. His work gave birth to the modern zombie genre and a societal commentary on race, class, and fear of the other cemented its cultural significance. Of course, no discussion of zombies would be complete without my absolute favorite movie of all time, Return of the Living Dead. I adore this film with every fiber of my being. It's campy, funny, and absolutely horrifying. The zombies in this universe are unlike anything else, and here's why they terrify me more than any others. They can't be killed. Chop them up, burn them, dismember them, every piece will still come after you. They're sentient. They can think and deceive and manipulate, using your love and trust against you to get to that sweet, succulent brain. Burning them only makes things worse. The smoke creates a toxic rain that spreads the infection, bringing the dead back to life and infecting the living. You're doomed, no matter what. While Return of the Living Dead 2 introduces the idea of electrocuting zombies, I don't consider it canon. And like I've said before, I don't have opinions, I have facts. And as queen, my word is law. And it simply doesn't make sense within the rules established in the franchise. And Return of the Living Dead 3, brilliantly horrifying. It is a love story of life and death proportions, the horrors of the inevitability of fighting death, and an understanding that true love means protecting those you care about rather than dragging them down with you. Another gem I love is Zombies Anonymous, a wildly underrated masterpiece. In this world, no one stays dead. Zombies struggle to coexist with the living, facing prejudice, discrimination, their own identity crisis. They can even go to court against those who killed them. It's a poignant exploration of what it means to be alive, or undead. Angela, the protagonist, wrestles with questions of self-worth, community, and vengeance. It's a deeply personal and hauntingly beautiful film. While low budget, I suggest checking it out. It's perfect. And for those who like a little bit of humor with their horror, we have the likes of Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland. Both films are brilliantly written, blending gore and laughter seamlessly. Shaun of the Dead is an homage to Romero's classics, while Zombieland reinvents the genre with its rulebook survival guide and lovable misfit characters. Not all zombies are undead. Films like 28 Days Later and REC focus on viral outbreaks where the infected humans become raging, rabid monsters. These films play with the fear of pandemics, adding a layer of realism that makes them uniquely terrifying. Then there's the Resident Evil franchise, which combines zombies with science fiction, mutations, bioweapons, expanding the genre into a realm of the grotesque. Now, zombies have been an inseparable part of pop culture. Whether they represent societal fears, personal struggles, or just serve as the perfect monster for mayhem. Zombies have evolved over the decades into a genre with endless possibilities. And that's the beauty of zombie cinema. It's not just about guts and gore. It's about survival, humanity, and what we're willing to do when faced with the ultimate enemy, ourselves. Zombies remind us that death is inevitable, but so is the fight to live. So, my dear horror fanatics, if you've yet to explore the history of zombies, dive on in. And remember, in the world of zombies, it's not always the dead you should fear. It's the living. Until next time, stay spooky.